next question for the Rab. Is having a mental disability like Down syndrome a blessing or a curse?
I would say it's a combination of both. So for a family to handle a child like that, it's not easy. So it sucks their life out to take care of this baby, right? I mean, no, doesn't matter. So this individual, like, it depends on the level. Can be baby until he passes. Right? I don't think they live long. Maybe 40 years, but I think like average, maybe even less. But many people give them away from like special institution when somebody like professional can take care of them because they require like special attention, medication, stuff like that. So you cannot, and plus they can be danger to other kids. You understand, in the family. So some of them keeping them in the family, but some of them just like incapable of handling this individual. Right. So for parents, it's a big test. Is it the blessing to have this test? I mean, if they look at it this way, yeah, they're going to be rewarded. But it's not the blessing to pray for. Let's put it this way. Right? Is it blessing for this for the child? So Chazanish said that it's a special soul that came here, like, and to do some small tikkun, right? And technically they absolve from most of the mitzvahs. So of course we try to prevent them from doing negative mitzvahs. I mean, from positive they absolve. It depends on the level. Some of them a little advanced, some of them a little less advanced, and it depends on like how much people are working with them. I mean, because it's very hard job to train them, even the basic necessities. Forget about something, even to the basic necessity, like how to take care of themselves, like to wipe themselves in the bathroom. Right? So for you maybe it's obvious, but for them it's not so obvious. Or how to wash themselves in a shower also, like. So right, so for them, do they know that do they suffer? I'm not sure. Maybe they not suffer so much, right? But people around suffer for sure. You're welcome. So I've actually started learning the laws of damages. And there are several. It's actually five types of damages, and one of them is for embarrassing. So I mean, damages. I mean between one person and another, right? So I mean, right, if one embarrasses another. So I think if somebody would say something to this shotah, to a crazy person, he's not obligated to pay this type of the damage for embarrassing. I think so. I mean, if he get embarrassed, if he understood what was said, and now like of course, I mean even child, if somebody embarrassed the child, and a child like embarrassed even 3 or 5 years old, doesn't matter. So yeah, they have to pay damages. But if person is not embarrassed, so meaning that he was sleeping, okay, and you said something embarrassing to him. Okay, so if you're like a normal person, but he did not get embarrassed, so you're not obligated to pay, or this crazy person. So you call him crazy. I mean, he did not even like pay attention to you. Okay, what else?
Thank you very much, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So, next question, Sean, for the Lord. Regarding shoteh, does this apply to Lashon Hara too? If one speaks negative information about a shoteh, is it Lashon Hara?
That's a very good question. If somebody speaks about shoteh, Uh, I think maybe it's not. That's like just logically, it's not. I'm not going to by halacha because I don't 100% remember. But logically, he's not. It's not going to be. But it would not be recommended basically. Not recommended, but not lashon hara. So again, because the person is not going to get embarrassed.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
So I think that was the last question on the board for today. Thank you, Rabbi.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you very much. So please join us tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to continue with our class Kosher Kitchen, and we have a story about elephant. Guess what? It'll be about elephant. So I'm going to tell you the beginning of the story for tomorrow. So one bochur, person from yeshiva, he went to zoo, and we have a special blessing as we learned in halachas of women class, right? We learned this, and actually in Kitzur Shulchan Aruch as well. Kitzur Shulchan Aruch just recently, don't remember when, maybe several months ago, we learned also about the special blessing on the elephant and monkey. So I'm not going to repeat it tomorrow. We're going to supply details. So he made so the elephant was sleeping, right? So sleeping, not sleeping. He came to the zoo. So he was amazed with the sight of the animal, and he made the blessing, the special blessing on this creature. And then the crew came, all the workers, and they started removing with the crane, right? We started removing this elephant and this and then they put new different one. They took the sleeping animal away and they put in different one. And the guy asked, what was it for? What's going on? And the guy, one of the workers said, "Don't you understand? Didn't you see?" He said, "No. What should I have seen? That animal was dead." And this bochur came to Rav Zilber Shlita and said, "Do I need to go back and need to say the blessing on a living animal? So meaning that when I said this blessing on a dead animal, it was the blessing can wane, or it still counts." So that's the story for tomorrow. BeEzrat HaShem. All right. Good night until tomorrow.